when we first started creating e-learning programs and online courses, people always would get confused. Well, do you do them custom or are they, in the box courses? And we always told them, yes, we do them custom. You provide the content. We design it and deliver it to your learners. Well, today we're going to go through that process and demystify this for all those people out there that don't understand what custom is versus programs in the box.
But first, we have a gift for you. If you are looking to develop an e-learning program or online course in 90 days or less and save $10,000 in the process, we have a free gift. Link below. It's a free masterclass. Go check it out. Let's go ahead and jump in. The first thing that you got to do is you have to identify your learners.
Exactly.
Identify.
So the great thing about custom e-learning courses is because you can create a course out of anything. Well, you don't want to just create it out of anything. You want to create it for your learners. You got to create actionable results for your learners with your program. So go identify your learners. If you want to learn how to do it, check out our free masterclass.
The second thing is what we call the LTS, the Learner Transformation Statement. Now, what the LTS is, in a nutshell, is when your learner begins your course, where are they? What's their point A? What pain point are they struggling with? And then after they take your course, the result is the Z. What pain did you help them relieve? What outcome did you help them achieve? How did they grow as a learner? How did they transform by taking your course?
Your course is what gets them to Z. You want to learn about that? Check out the free masterclass. Number 3, we got milestones. 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 Learning outcomes, okay? So on this journey from A to Z, your learners are gonna wanna achieve something. So we gotta get them milestones along the way.
Basically, we're breaking it up and make it easier for them to go from point A to point Z. Think of chapters in a book. Chapters help you break down a 200, 300, 500, sometimes even more page books into digestible sections.
And we
Those
recommend
are your milestones.
having 3 to 5 milestones. Now, we have some clients that have more like 17. Well, it makes sense for them because it makes sense for their learners. But if you're looking at building a course from scratch and you don't know where to start with 3 to 5.
Boom. The next thing is outline. Outline.
So you're going to take those milestones, right? Then you're going to break them down and you're going to outline your course. So your outline is going to look like, well, what are the 3 to 5 things that are going to get me to achieve milestone 1, right? So we're going to write those points down. We're going to be like, here's the 3 things that get us from A to 1 or A to B.
Think of it as a subtopic. What are those subtopics that are going to help people get to milestone 1, milestone 2,
maybe there's 4 for milestone 2,
3. And it also helps you break up what you want to teach into micro learning.
Exactly.
Micro learning is absolutely key. The 5th thing is that you have to prep your SMEs, your subject matter experts. Now, maybe you're the subject matter expert, just like Johnny and I are the subject matter experts in our course, eLearning Simplified Academy. However, if you have a company or maybe it's your client who are the subject matter experts involved that are going to be teaching this course, you want to make sure you prep them so you don't just do a studio shoot or however way you're going to be making content and have them do the guess it strategy and the wing it strategy and just have them come up and show up and just blah, 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 blah. Got to prep them to make sure you know what you're doing.
This is extremely important because when we're talking about the vanity metrics that really no one actually cares about, but everyone thinks they care about them, learner engagement. Learner engagement, what is learner engagement? Learner engagement is average view duration. That is what YouTube would call it, okay? It means that when your learners take your program, how much of it are they actually engaging with? How much are they actually viewing? How much are they going through, all right? Well, the reality is, if you have the most beautiful content like we do, you're gone, all right? You need a SME that connects with the learner? Do they have to be on caffeine like we are? By the way, I don't actually drink caffeine. I am super anti-caffeine. Not for other people, but for me. Because you see how hyper I am now? If I was on caffeine, I'd be like all over the freaking place. Okay? So I do not drink caffeine. But the point here is you need your SMEs to be prepped and interesting for your learners.
Now, the sixth thing is very simple. It's just to record and create content. Right now, you are ready to record and create content. Now, if you're creating micro-learning videos, then you record it. If you are creating authored e-learnings, then you just create it. So record and create content. Number 7.
And this is the content you're creating. It's right here.
It's right there. Boom, you have it all outlined because you follow this step-by-step process. You will be able to, boom, record and create right away. Moving on to number 7. Now, this is interesting. I bet you a lot of people thought that this was number 1. It is not. It is number 7 when you implement technology, specifically a learning management system or a learning experience platform, LXP, or a BMS, or any of those alphabet soups. We have a bunch of videos that cover those. But this is when you implement a technology. Our favorites is Kajabi and Talent LMS and Talent Cards and Learn Worlds. We've got a bunch of videos about that. But that is when you start implementing a technology.
Now, so far we've talked about 2 of the 3 pillars of e-learning, okay? Basically, all of this is talking about content, okay? Now, some of this stuff crosses over to the other 2. This is technology, pillar number 2. Now, the most important pillar, which we haven't talked about here because we're talking about creating e-learning course content, is distribution. So distribution is the last step here, but it really isn't. This should be the first step, but you came here to learn how to make a custom e-learning course. You didn't come here to actually get someone to take your course. But if you actually care about having someone take your course, then number 8 should actually become number 1.
Boom! Look at that surprising ending. And if you want to learn more about this and how to create an e-learning program or online course successfully in 90 days or less and save $10,000 in the process, that's why we have a free gift for you, which is linked below, which is our free masterclass, diving even
And
deeper
we will
into
tell
this.
you, first of all, we're going to complete all of these steps for you. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to set you up for 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, actually 1. And then we're going to give you exactly what we do in the masterclass. So go check that out, and
Thank you for the likes and subscribe.